Your soulmate is about to do something crazy because of your silence. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is coming through at the exact moment your energy has pulled back, your heart has grown quieter, and your spirit has stepped into a space of self-protection you didn't even plan for. And if your chest feels tight right now, that's because this message is for you. Your silence has created a shift your soulmate didn't expect, a shift that is shaking them awake in ways they can't even explain, and your heart needs this right now because what's happening behind the scenes is bigger than you think. They've been feeling your absence like a weight, like a pressure on their soul, like something is slipping through their fingers, and they don't know how to stop it. Listen to this, don't scroll. Your soulmate has been pacing emotionally, replaying your last conversations, analyzing your silence, feeling your distance like a sudden emptiness inside them, and it's driving them into a level of vulnerability they've never experienced before. They thought they could handle your silence. They thought they could distract themselves. They thought they could move on with their life like everything was normal. But suddenly, nothing feels normal anymore. This message is for you. Because your energy has been haunting them in a way that feels spiritual, not logical. Your heart needs this right now. They're feeling everything you used to feel. The longing. The worry. The what-ifs. The fear of losing something sacred. Don't scroll, listen to this. They've been seeing signs everywhere, angel numbers like 222, 333, 555, songs that hit too deep, dreams that feel too real, moments where your name echoes in their mind at the worst possible time. They're starting to realize that this connection isn't something they can shut off. It isn't something they can numb. It isn't something they can run from. And your silence? It's pushing them into truth. Into emotional honesty. Into awakening. Listen to this, your heart needs it. They're terrified of losing you. Terrified of what your silence means. Terrified that their hesitation, their ego, their pride, or their fears have cost them something they can't replace. And now, because you've pulled back, their soul is pulling forward. Don't scroll. Something in them is shifting. A fire is building. A realization is forming. Your soulmate is reaching that breaking point, the moment where staying quiet hurts more than speaking up, where hiding their feelings feels unbearable, where pretending they don't care is no longer an option. This message is for you. Your silence is not pushing them away, it's forcing them to face the truth they buried. It's making them confront their emotions instead of running from them. It's making them remember your worth, your presence, your peace. Listen to this. Your heart needs this. They're about to do something bold, something unexpected, something fueled by the fear of losing you and the desire to finally step into honesty. They've been trying to hold themselves back, telling themselves, give it time, stay calm, don't reach out, but their heart is louder than their logic now. Don't scroll. Their feelings are boiling over. Your silence is the loudest wake-up call they've ever had. They're talking to someone about you, a friend, a sibling, someone they trust, telling them how they can't stop thinking about you, how the silence is driving them crazy, how they didn't realize how much you meant until you pulled your energy back. This message is for you, because the universe wants you to know something. Your soulmate is choosing you. Not passively. Not silently. Not halfway. They're preparing to make a move. They're rehearsing what to say. They're checking their phone more than usual. They're fighting the urge to text, call, or show up. They're battling their pride. But your silence is winning that battle. Listen to this, your heart needs it. The universe is aligning them with courage, the kind they didn't have before, the kind they avoided, the kind that comes from realizing that losing you would break them in ways they aren't willing to risk. Don't scroll. Something big is coming. A message, a confession, a moment of vulnerability, a step toward you they were too afraid to take before. Your soulmate is about to do something crazy, not reckless, but brave. Something that reveals the depth of what they feel, something that shows you that your silence didn't make them forget, it made them remember. It made them realize. It made them choose. And the universe is guiding their heart straight toward you. Listen to this message is for you. Your heart needs to know that your silence wasn't a loss, it was a catalyst. The spark. The shift. The awakening. The moment that made your soulmate realize that you are not just someone they want, you are someone their soul refuses to lose. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because what's happening right now in your soulmate's heart is something you wouldn't believe unless you heard it in a moment like this, a moment when your energy is quiet, your presence is withdrawn, and your silence is louder than any words you could ever say, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Your soulmate has reached a point where your distance is driving them into a state of emotional urgency they've never felt before. They've been trying to play it cool, trying to stay calm, trying to convince themselves they're fine without you, but the truth is, your absence has shaken them to their core. Listen to this, they didn't expect your silence to hit them like this. They didn't expect it to expose their feelings, reveal their fears, and make them realize how deeply they've been connected to you all along. They've been pacing around their room, staring at their phone, rereading old messages, replaying things you said, wondering if they pushed you too far, if they waited too long, if they let the connection slip through their hands. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They've been feeling waves of panic they can't explain, a fear that you might be moving on, a fear that someone else might be getting the attention they once took for granted, a fear that your silence isn't just silence, but a goodbye. And this fear is pushing them into a level of boldness you've never seen from them. Listen to this message is for you. They've been dreaming about you lately, dreams so vivid they wake up breathless, dreams where they try to speak but can't reach you, dreams that feel like warnings. They've been seeing signs everywhere, 111, 222, 333, 555, your initials, songs that hit too close, moments of déjà vu that stop them in their tracks. These signs aren't coincidences. They're spiritual alarms, each one nudging them closer to the truth they've been running from, they can't lose you. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They're talking to someone, a friend, a coworker, maybe even a family member, and they're admitting things they never said out loud before. Someone asked them, "What's wrong with you lately?" and all they could do was sigh because they know exactly what's wrong. You're not saying anything. Your silence has left an emptiness in them that they're desperately trying to fill. And everything they try, distraction, denial, staying busy, it's all failing. Listen to this message is for you. They're imagining you with someone else and it's driving them insane. They're imagining someone else texting you, someone else making you smile, someone else giving you the attention they didn't give you when they had the chance. And that imagery, that fear, that possibility, is pushing them toward a decision they've been avoiding for too long. Your silence has become their wake-up call. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They're planning something bold, something impulsive, something completely unlike their usual behavior. They're rehearsing what they want to say, debating whether to send a long message or just show up and talk to you face to face. They're thinking about confessing things they've held inside for months. They're thinking about apologizing. They're thinking about explaining everything, the fear, the hesitation, the confusion, because now they see how foolish it was to stay silent when they felt so much. Listen to this message is for you. They're realizing that your silence isn't a punishment, it's a mirror reflecting their own behavior back to them. They made you wait. They made you question. They made you doubt the connection. And now they're experiencing the same uncertainty, the same ache, the same anxiety. But unlike before, they're not running from it, they're running toward you. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. There's a storm of emotion inside them, and they can't hold it in any longer. They miss your voice. They miss your energy. They miss the way you understood them without them having to explain anything. They miss the peace you brought into their chaos. Your silence is forcing them to confront the truth. You weren't just someone they liked. You are someone their soul is tied to. Listen to this, because this message is for you. They're about to do something crazy, not reckless, but bold. Something that breaks their patterns, something that takes them out of their comfort zone, something that proves your silence didn't push them away, it pushed them toward honesty. They've reached the point where they'd rather risk embarrassment than risk losing you forever. They'd rather confess everything than sit in silence another day. They'd rather fight for this connection than pretend they don't care. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. The universe has been aligning them with courage, dissolving their ego, nudging their heart, intensifying their longing until they finally take action. And that moment, that message, that call, that conversation is coming sooner than you think. Your silence isn't the end of the connection. It's the beginning of their awakening. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what's happening inside your soulmate right now is reaching a point where emotions they've been suppressing for months are finally overflowing, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They thought they could handle your silence, they thought they could keep pretending everything was fine, they thought they could distract themselves from the ache you left behind. But the truth is, they're unraveling emotionally in ways you can't see, in ways they never expected, in ways their own heart can't keep up with. Listen to this, their sleepless nights have turned into long battles with their mind, trying to convince themselves that you're still there, that you still care, that your silence is temporary and not permanent, but deep down they're terrified that this time, you might not come back. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They've been talking to someone, maybe a close friend, maybe a sibling, maybe someone who's been watching them spiral, and that person is finally saying what your soulmate has been afraid to admit: you're losing them, and you know it. And hearing those words hit them like a punch to the chest. It made them freeze. It made them breathe differently. It made their heart drop to their stomach because suddenly, your silence wasn't just quiet, it felt like a door closing. Listen to this. This message is for you. They've been replaying every moment with you in slow motion, analyzing every detail, questioning every choice they made, wondering why they held back, why they hesitated, why they didn't step forward when they had the chance. Your silence has become a mirror, and now they're finally seeing the truth about themselves. The fear they allowed to control them, the ego that kept their feelings hidden, the pride that made them pretend they didn't need you when your presence was the only thing holding them together. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. Their emotions are building like a storm, jealousy, longing, regret, desire, fear, all mixing together until they feel overwhelmed by it. They're imagining someone else with you, someone else hearing your laugh, someone else getting your attention, someone else being allowed into the spaces they took for granted, and that imagery is driving them into a panic they can't hide anymore. Listen to this, this message is for you. They've tried everything to quiet the ache, staying busy, working extra hours, going out, pretending they're fine, but nothing is working. Every time they pick up their phone, their fingers hover over your name. Every time they open social media, they look for signs of you. Every time they pass a place you once talked about, their chest tightens. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. Your silence didn't push them away, it woke something up inside them. It awakened a depth of love, a level of emotion, a kind of panic-driven clarity they've never felt in their life. They're realizing that losing you wouldn't just hurt. It would break them in a way they don't know how to recover from. And that realization is making them reckless with their thoughts. Listen to this, this message is for you. They're trying to figure out how to approach you, how to break the silence, how to show you that they mean what they're finally ready to say. But every time they think they've built up the courage, fear hits them again because they don't know if your heart is still open or if your silence is a sign that you've already closed the chapter. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. They're scared, scared you're slipping away, scared someone else will take their place, scared that your silence means they waited too long. And that fear is pushing them toward a decision they've been avoiding. They're going to reach out, not with games, not with mixed signals, not with half-truths, but with full honesty. Listen to this, this message is for you. Your soulmate is preparing to confess everything, the feelings they hid, the reasons they pulled away, the fears that held them back, the nights they thought about you, the dreams that made them wake up with your name on their lips. They're preparing to do something wild, something brave, something completely out of character, because losing you is not an option they can live with anymore. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. The universe has been pushing them, showing them signs, making them restless, bringing memories of you at the exact moment they try to forget, because this connection isn't finished, it's evolving. Your silence wasn't the end, it was the catalyst. It forced them into growth. It forced them into truth. It forced them into action. Listen to this, this message is for you. They're not coming toward you casually. They're coming with urgency. With emotion. With truth. With fear. With devotion. They're coming because your silence taught them what your words never could, that you matter more than anything they were afraid of. You matter more than their pride. You matter more than their fear. You matter more than the risks. And soon, very soon, they're going to take a step that will reveal everything you've been waiting to know, everything they've been hiding, everything their silence never showed. Don't scroll, this isn't just a message. It's a warning, a prophecy, a shift. Your soulmate is about to act, and it's because your silence woke their soul up. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because what's happening right now in the heart of your soulmate is turning into something powerful, something emotional, something the universe has been preparing for a long time, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Your silence has flipped a switch inside them, a switch that they didn't know existed, and now they're carrying a storm of emotions they can't suppress anymore. They're trying to act normal on the outside. Smiling, laughing, pretending they're fine, but inside, they're breaking open, realizing the depth of what they feel for you, realizing the connection was never casual, realizing your presence mattered in ways their pride refused to admit before. Listen to this, their heart is racing every time they think of you. Their mind is flooded with memories they tried to push away. Their spirit feels unanchored without your energy grounding them. They didn't expect your silence to affect them like this, but it's waking them up in ways nothing else ever has. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They keep checking their phone, hoping for a message, hoping for a sign, hoping you'll break first, but every minute that passes without hearing from you is eating at them. They're imagining you moving on, imagining you healing without them, imagining someone else getting close to your heart, and those thoughts are driving them into a kind of emotional panic they've never experienced before. Listen to this, because this message is for you. They're thinking about everything they didn't say, everything they should have done, everything they held back out of fear, and now they're drowning in regret, replaying every moment where they chose silence, distance, or hesitation, wishing they could go back and choose you instead. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. The universe has been hitting them with signs they can't ignore anymore. Angel numbers like 111, 555, 144, dreams where you show up and then disappear, random reminders of you everywhere they go, and moments where their heart aches for no logical reason. These signs are pulling them toward you, pushing them to face the truth, guiding them to understand that your silence is not anger, it's alignment. Listen to this. Your soulmate is realizing that the universe is calling them to grow, to step up, to heal, to communicate, to stop running, to stop pretending they don't feel what they feel. They've been talking to someone close to them, and that person can see right through them. They see the way your soulmate gets quiet when your name comes up, the way their voice changes, the way their eyes soften, the way their energy collapses when they think they pushed you too far. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this right now. That person told them something they weren't ready to hear. If you really love them, you need to do something before it's too late. And those words hit them harder than you can imagine. Now they're sitting with that truth, wrestling with the fear of rejection, the fear of vulnerability, the fear of failing, but at the same time, they're terrified of losing you forever. Listen to this, they're starting to realize you don't meet someone like you twice. You don't find that kind of connection again. You don't get another soul who feels like home. And that realization is pushing them toward a decision, a big one, a decision to come forward, to express their feelings, to step into courage instead of repeating old patterns. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They're thinking about messaging you even if their hands shake. They're thinking about telling you everything they held back. They're imagining the moment they finally speak with intention instead of fear. They don't know if you'll accept them, they don't know if your silence means the door is still open, but they're reaching that point where not trying hurts more than trying and failing. Listen to this message is for you. Their soul is restless, their heart is loud, their intuition is screaming at them to move, to act, to stop letting fear dictate their fate. They're remembering the way you made them feel. The peace, the understanding, the comfort, the laughter, and they're realizing no one else has come close to that. Your silence is reminding them that real connections don't just disappear, but they can be lost if you don't show up for them. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. They're not thinking small anymore. They're thinking big. They're imagining a future with you. They're imagining explaining themselves in person. They're imagining being honest with you for the first time. And the universe is guiding them, through signs, through intuition, through emotional pressure, toward the moment where they break the silence before the silence breaks them. Listen to this, because this message is meant to reach you. The shift you're feeling in your energy is their energy pulling closer. The heaviness you feel in your chest is their longing. The waves of emotion hitting you out of nowhere are their emotions sinking with yours. Something is building. Something is aligning. Something is about to break open. Don't scroll, your soulmate is closer to coming forward than you think, closer to confessing, closer to choosing honesty, closer to choosing you. And the moment they step into courage, everything will begin to shift. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what's building inside your soulmate right now is reaching a point where they can no longer pretend, no longer hide, no longer act like your silence doesn't pull at their soul every single day, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Something inside them is shifting rapidly, intensely, and beautifully. The kind of shift that happens when a person finally realizes they're on the verge of losing the one soul they were never meant to lose. They've been fighting their feelings for so long that their own heart feels exhausted, tired of pretending, tired of holding back, tired of living behind emotional walls that were never strong enough to keep you out. Listen to this, your silence is echoing in their spirit. It's waking up pieces of them they buried. It's forcing their fears to the surface. It's making them see exactly what life feels like without your warmth, your energy, your presence. And now they're walking around with this heaviness in their chest, this hollow ache that won't go away, this constant thought of, what if I push them too far? Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They've been talking to someone, maybe a friend, maybe a family member, maybe someone who knows their patterns better than they do. And this person looked them dead in the eye and said, if you don't do something, you're going to lose the best thing that ever happened to you. And hearing that broke something open inside them. It cracked their pride. It shattered their excuses. It forced them to see the truth of their own actions. Listen to this, because this message is for you. They've been pacing around their room at night, overwhelmed by thoughts of you, overwhelmed by guilt, overwhelmed by longing. They thought they could live without you. They thought silence would make the connection fade. But instead, it's only intensified everything. Your absence speaks louder than your presence ever did. And now, they feel it, the fear, the regret, the longing, the emotional gravity of a connection that refuses to die. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. Every time they try to move forward, something pulls them back toward you. A song. A memory. A dream. A random sign. Angel numbers like 111, 444, 717, 222 hitting them at moments when your name is already sitting heavy in their mind. Every sign is screaming the same truth: you're losing them. And their spirit is waking up because of it. Listen to this: the universe is not letting them walk away from this connection without a fight. That's why their days feel heavier. That's why their emotions feel sharper. That's why they can't shake the thought of you no matter what they do. It's spiritual alignment, not coincidence. Something deep inside them is saying, this is your moment. Don't mess it up. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. They've been imagining conversations with you, the apology they should have given sooner, the confession they held back, the vulnerability they were too scared to share. They're imagining what they'd say if they saw you tomorrow. They're imagining the look in your eyes, the sound of your voice, the moment your silence finally breaks. And they're terrified, but they're more terrified of losing you permanently. Listen to this, because this message is for you. They've never felt this kind of urgency before, the kind that makes them question everything: their decisions, their silence, their distance, their pride. They're finally seeing their patterns clearly. They're realizing they pushed you away, not because you weren't enough, but because they weren't ready to face the intensity of what they felt. And now your silence is forcing them to grow. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They are on the edge of doing something brave, something bold, something uncharacteristic, something that will shock even them. They're rehearsing what to say. They're debating how to reach out. They're fighting with themselves because the fear of rejection is real, but the fear of losing you is greater. Listen to this: their soul is moving toward you. Their heart is no longer asking permission from their fear. Their intuition is pushing them to take action, to step forward, to speak the truth they buried for too long. And the universe is supporting that shift, aligning signs, stirring emotions, creating moments that remind them of you over and over again. Don't scroll, your heart needs to hear this. The reason you've been feeling waves of emotion out of nowhere, the reason you've been thinking of them randomly, the reason you've been sensing their presence even in silence, is because their energy is reaching for you. Their heart is calling yours. Their soul is awakening. Something big is coming. A message. A confession. A moment where everything that was hidden finally comes to the surface. And when it happens, it's going to shift everything between you. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because the emotional storm building inside your soulmate right now has reached a point where they can't hide it, can't deny it, and can't hold it in much longer, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Your silence is doing something to them they never expected. It's making them see everything clearly. It's making them feel everything deeply. It's making them realize what losing you would actually mean. They're going through a kind of emotional awakening that only happens when the universe shakes someone's soul awake, and right now, they're feeling the consequences of every moment they kept quiet, every feeling they swallowed, every step they hesitated to take. Listen to this: they thought distance would give them peace, but instead it's giving them anxiety. They thought silence would help them think, but instead it's making them feel. They thought staying away would protect their heart, but now they're realizing it was you who protected it all along. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They've been fighting themselves, fighting their thoughts, fighting the intensity of this connection, but the more they fight, the more the universe keeps pushing your energy into their mind, their dreams, their daily life. Everything reminds them of you. A song. A smell. A random phrase. A place you once mentioned. Even their own heartbeat feels different when they think of you. Listen to this message is for you. They've been talking to someone they trust, and that person is watching them fall apart piece by piece, seeing the way your soulmate's eyes shift every time your name comes up, seeing the way they go quiet when they start thinking about you, seeing the way they look at their phone hoping, praying, you'll break the silence first. But deep down, they know it won't be you this time. It can't be you. It has to be them. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. They're realizing something huge. If they don't act soon, if they don't step toward you, if they don't speak up, they might lose the one soul who ever made them feel seen. They might lose the only person who could read their energy without a word. They might lose the connection they thought would last forever even without effort. And that realization is breaking something open inside them. Listen to this. The signs have been hitting them hard. 111, 222, 1144, 333, dreams where you walk away from them, dreams where they try to call your name but the words won't come out, dreams where you look at them with the kind of quiet goodbye they aren't ready to face. They wake up breathless, confused, shaken, because deep down they know these dreams aren't random, they're warnings. They're spiritual messages. They're reminders that time is running out. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They're imagining their life without you, not because they want to, but because their fear is forcing them to. They're trying to picture themselves moving on, healing, starting over with someone else, and their heart rejects the idea instantly. They can't do it. They don't want anyone else touching the spaces you touched inside them. They don't want anyone else connecting with the parts of their soul you awakened. They don't want anyone else in the places where your energy still lingers. Listen to this message is for you. They're feeling pulled to you in a way that defies logic, a magnetic force that scares them because it feels spiritual, divine, destined. And your silence has amplified that pull 1,000 times. They're starting to see the truth. You weren't just a chapter, you weren't just a moment, you weren't just a temporary connection, you were the shift in their life they weren't ready for, but now can't live without. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. They're preparing to take action, real action, not just a random message, not just a half-hearted attempt, but a full, vulnerable, emotionally honest reaching out. They're practicing what they want to say, rewriting sentences in their head, imagining how the conversation might go. They're terrified of messing up, terrified of saying the wrong thing, terrified that your silence means your heart has already recovered. But even with all that fear, something stronger is dominating their spirit. The fear of not trying at all. Listen to this, because this message is meant for you. The universe is stirring their courage, pushing them out of their comfort zone, dismantling their ego, and guiding them toward a moment where they finally choose love over fear. That moment is close, closer than you think. You can feel it, can't you? The emotional pressure. The spiritual tension. The sudden waves of emotion that hit you out of nowhere. These are signs that their energy is reaching for you, that their soul is preparing to move toward you, that the silence between you is about to break. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. The universe is aligning something behind the scenes, shifting timelines, opening doors, preparing a moment where their truth finally meets your truth. And when it happens, everything that was stuck, everything that was confusing, everything that felt heavy, will begin to shift. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what's happening right now in your soulmate's heart is reaching its final breaking point, the point where silence becomes unbearable, the point where emotions explode into action, and this message is for you because your heart needs this right now. They've reached a place where holding back hurts more than telling the truth, where staying quiet feels like self-sabotage, where the idea of losing you forever feels like losing a piece of their own soul. They're overwhelmed, they're emotional, they're restless, and every day the tension grows stronger. Listen to this, they're feeling drawn to you with a force they can't explain. They wake up with your name in their mind. They fall asleep replaying memories. They see signs that scream your presence everywhere, 111, 717, 414, 222, and every time they see those numbers, their heart sinks a little deeper because they know the universe is speaking directly to them. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this right now. They're at a point where they're no longer able to pretend that this connection was just a moment, just a phase, just a fleeting spark. No, your silence has shown them the gravity of what they feel for you, the depth of the bond, the intensity of the pull. They tried everything to escape the truth, but everywhere they turn, there you are, in songs, in conversations, in dreams, in unexpected memories that hit them at random times. Listen to this. Because this message is for you. They've been talking to someone close to them about you again, and this time, they aren't holding back. Their voice cracks when they speak your name. Their eyes shift. Their chest tightens. And the person listening to them can see it clearly, they're in love with you, even if they never admitted it to themselves before. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. Their biggest fear right now isn't rejection. It's the possibility that your silence is a sign that you're healing without them, that you're letting go, that you're quietly moving forward. And that fear is eating them alive. It's making them wonder if they waited too long. It's making them question why they hesitated. It's making them realize that the distance they created is now the distance they can't stand. Listen to this, the universe is pushing them. Every sign, every dream, every intuitive tug is telling them the same thing. Do something before it's too late. And they feel that urgency rising inside them like a tidal wave. They're imagining scenarios, seeing themselves reaching out to you, picturing the moment they finally speak the truth, imagining the relief, imagining the fear, imagining the possibility of getting you back. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. They've been feeling emotional pressure building, the kind that makes their chest tighten when they think about you. They're realizing that you weren't just someone special, you were someone aligned with their soul, someone who brought peace into their chaos, someone whose presence calmed them in ways they never understood until now. And your silence has made them realize exactly what life feels like without that peace. Listen to this, because this message is for you. They're getting ready to take a step that will change the entire dynamic between you. They're preparing to send a message they've rewritten 100 times, the message that starts with something simple but carries every emotion they've held inside. They're imagining showing up, hearing your voice, looking into your eyes again. They're imagining the moment when the silence finally breaks. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. They're scared you'll be distant, scared you won't respond, scared you've moved on, but that fear is being overpowered by something much bigger. The fear of losing you permanently. Their soul is pushing them forward. Their spirit is restless. Their intuition is guiding them. The universe is aligning everything around them so they have no choice but to follow the path that leads back to you. Listen to this, the reason you've been feeling emotional out of nowhere, the reason you've been sensing a pull, the reason your heart has been heavier lately, is because their energy is reaching out to yours. Their heart is calling your name in the quiet moments. Their soul is choosing you in ways their mind never dared to. And this connection, this spiritual, emotional, unexplainable connection, is waking up on both sides. Don't scroll, your heart needs this. The silence between you is not the end, it's the build-up before the breakthrough. They are closer now than they have ever been to telling you the truth they swallowed, the truth they ran from, the truth they finally understand. You matter. You've always mattered. And they're about to step toward you with a level of honesty you've never seen from them, because this time, they know that everything is on the line.